Hi there, folks. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can share Google Forms and surveys with colleagues who would like to use a copy of something that you've made to use with students, but want to collect that data individually for their own class or group. So Google Forms are a great way to collect information from students and parents. The data that you collect using a Google Form is generally aggregated into an accompanying Google spreadsheet. So I've got this exit ticket here, and then there's actually a spreadsheet that's linked to that where all the data is collected. As a result, you simply can't share a form with someone who wishes to collect data from a new separate group. So here's the example. I have a Google form that I'm collecting student survey information for my class, and a teacher down the hall likes my survey and would like to use a copy for his or her class. If I just share the link to the form or share permission to editing the form, that won't be sufficient because the data for both of our classes will get merged into a single spreadsheet. So the steps that I've got here in this tutorial are going to talk kind of the best way that I know of right now for creating a separate copy from a template. So what I generally recommend is that if I'm going to share this form, the first thing I'm going to do is come over here to File and Make a Copy. And so I'm going to call this Template of Exit Ticket. This is so that I can ensure that the data that I've got for my form that I've been using doesn't get used up. So I'm going to make a copy of that original form and call it Template. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the template copy, and I'm going to share permissions by adding collaborators to the template. So this is where I'm going to then go in and add the email address for whoever it is I'm going to allow to use a copy. And then one thing that I'm going to do before I invite them is I'm going to add a message. I'm going to make sure that they know that they need to go and make another copy of this and rename it for their personal use. That way this template, if I share it with another teacher down the hall or with the whole building, could be used by everyone. I don't want someone to make a personal copy out of the template, so they need to make a copy as well. So I would remind them to make a copy before I send and save. And when that other teacher opens up the template copy for themselves, they need to then come here to File and Make a Copy and then name this for themselves. So Mr. So-and-so exit ticket. This way that they know that this is the copy that will collect the data that's specific to their group.